Tone is something that I have struggled with for my entire life and did not know it. So we were talking about things that, you know, when you get a later life diagnosis and you look back and you go, okay, all of this tracks. All right, something's lining up here. Tone is a big one for me. Always has been a big one for me. For example, one of the argument points in my marriage is tone. I will say something and she will tell me that I have a tone, a specific tone, right? I'm argumentative or I'm whatever. I'm stating a fact in my mind. All I'm doing is saying what's on my mind or answering a question or whatever. But I get accused of having a tone. On the flip side of that, there are times where she will say something and I will interpret a tone, but she says there isn't one there. She will reply to me or whatever, and I will interpret a tone where there isn't one. That, as far as I understand, is a problem with autistic social cue recognition, to my understanding. I can remember as far back as when I was a teenager, I would say something to my mother and she would just look at me and go, and I'd be like, what? Why are you doing that? Because she thought I had a tone. Flat affect drives my wife crazy. See, I don't, the only way that I go flat affect like that, and it might be the fact that I have been, most of you know, I was, club DJ. So I was on the microphone. I was a public figure more or less. And so that was a lot of trained and learned habit for me, right? Is just accentuation, right? Like the amount of times that I get told how much expression I have in my face alone is ridiculous, honestly, right? So I don't go flat unless I am like exhausted, tired, way overstim or something like that. So good to discuss tone, intention versus impact. Yes, and that's the big thing, right? Because I've said that before. Intention is not the same as impact, right? So if your intention is to convey information and it is interpreted as an insult, then yeah, sure, you didn't mean it that way, but it was taken that way, right? So miscommunication can happen so often out of misinterpreted tone. So what happens when you get two autistics? What happens then when you get one who presents a tone or seems to present a tone but doesn't think they're presenting a tone, and you get another one who interprets the tone as something that was not attempted to be presented? What happens then?